Good morning, everybody. It's Granny K again. Sorry I haven't been on air for a little while. I've been busy moving. Today I'm going to talk to you about moving to where God wants you to be. When I was in hospital, I was told that I cannot live alone anymore. I needed to have someone with me at all times. This was because one minute I would be fine and the next I would be battling to breathe, and no one, not even the doctors, knew what would bring this on. And obviously it became very dangerous for me. I had come to the stage in my life where I needed constant supervision. I was not happy at all upon hearing this, as I'd always been an independent person. I had always done my own housework, cooking, gardening, and held down a full-time job and was pretty fit and healthy. Now I was told that I had to be attached to an oxygen machine 24/7 and had to move into an old age home and assisted living. To make things worse, I was going into semi-frail care. This was because my doctor had written advanced COPD on my forms. I knew in my spirit that God wanted me in this care facility, as every time I thought about it, I felt at peace with it. Even though I was also sorry about selling my townhouse, saying goodbye to my neighbors, and getting rid of 90% of my furniture and things that I had acquired over the years. My daughter arrived from England to help me with this transition from a 3-bedroom townhouse with a garden to a large one-room place. The room incorporated a kitchenette, shower, and built-in cupboards, and a bed. My daughter was absolutely amazing through this whole process. She helped me with packing, with moving, with driving me around, with absolutely everything, and I'll be eternally grateful to her for this. When I started downsizing, I found myself being quite ruthless. If I had not used or worn something in the last 6 months, it got tossed out. This was the only way that I could do it. I had to be very clinical about the whole thing. If I knew I would not have space for something, it was put on one side. One has to be quite clinical about this process, as it can be very overwhelming and very emotional. Once you have your 2 piles of toss and keep, go through the keep pile again. This time ask yourself, am I actually going to use this where I'm going? If the answer is no, toss it. You will be surprised how large the toss pile becomes. It's amazing how much stuff we acquire over the years. What you do with the toss pile is entirely up to you. I gave some things to neighbors who were always very kind to me and who I knew would appreciate certain items. Like I gave my bra to the one neighbor who just got tears in his eyes when he saw it. He was just so overwhelmed, and I knew I'd given it to the right person. Other items, especially furniture, I took photos of and attached the price to the photo. I sent the photos in bundles of 5 to friends and colleagues, and in 3 days had sold all my furniture. Just keep reminding yourself that you are being moved for a reason, and you will be fine. Remind yourself that God is in control, and keep your eyes on Him, and ask Him to help you emotionally to deal with this very difficult task, and you will suddenly get the inner strength to battle on through this change. As we get older, we accumulate an amazing amount of sentimental things that our siblings and children have given us over the years. You need to realize that you can't take them all into a tiny room. So choose one item that you got from each person and put them on one side. Call that your memory box. The rest need to go. Believe me, it will hurt your heart. But this is reality, and you will need to be mentally and emotionally strong at this time. Put the items that you're not taking in a box and close it. Do not open it again, and do not take anything out of it. This is the new you, the disciplined you, the person that God is renewing, the person that God wants to be able to mold into what He wants you to be. Not a materialistic person, but a person who is comfortable in his or her surroundings and has more time for God and what He has called them to do. The place where you will now find me supplies me with 3 meals a day, constant visits from different nurses all day long. The staff, from the gardeners, maintenance workers, cleaners, kitchen staff, right up to the highly qualified sisters, are so loving, caring, and thoughtful. They even check on each person every 2 hours through the night. They don't wake us up, they just pop their head round the door and make sure that we're not struggling at all. I feel safe here, and I'm sure it takes a burden off of my family knowing that I'm in a safe environment. Knowing my family are at peace gives me more peace. So it's a win-win situation all around. My room is cleaned once a week and my washing and ironing is done for me. Fitting in with strangers is taking a while, but will come with God's help and with His time. So if you or a loved one ever has to downsize or move into an assisted facility or old age home, remember to be kind to yourself or them. Remember it is an emotional and can be a traumatic experience, but with God's help it can be done. And once done, you will experience peace beyond all understanding. I wish you well. This is Granny Kay signing off.